Welcome to the podcast, everyone. I'm your host, Jay Zavarella with the Local Poor. I wanted to jump on and do a quick video for everyone to go over what's been going on in the market lately. I haven't been on lately because there really hasn't been much of an update. Rates have been up a little bit. There's been a lot of back and forth with our government and the Iranian government, and really not much has happened. So I didn't want to jump on and react to news that changes daily with the back and forth. But we finally do seem to have some headway with the conflict overseas. President Trump is reviewing the memorandum that has supposedly been agreed upon to end the war, or at least do a ceasefire for 60 days, and also open the Strait of Hormuz, which is the key factor for global economic stability right now. Not only are gas prices, which you've seen go up to, I know some people are probably paying almost $5 a gallon or over $5 a gallon in certain parts of the country. In Connecticut, we've seen $4.70, maybe even higher. So if this is agreed upon and the Strait of Hormuz is opened, we should see a significant drop in gas prices, which should follow up with some relief in mortgage rates. And what that means for everyone is we could possibly see a shift in the market. We could see people get back out there. I know there's a lot of buyers out there, but will there be more listings? Well, we don't know. If rates go down, typically inventory is affected in a positive way. So we're going to see what happens. I'll jump back on with another update for you early next week, just to see if President Trump signs this memorandum, if the Strait of Hormuz is agreed to be opened, and then with a shift in interest rates. Right now we're seeing 30-year fixed in the mid to high sixes. I know the last time I jumped on it was low to mid sixes. They've gone up. They were right now, you could see rates anywhere from 6.5 to 6.875 for the 30-year mortgage. And that, historically not very high, but what we were used to or getting used to in February, we were seeing high fives. Maybe we'll see that drop once this is agreed upon. It's probably going to be a gradual shift. The way the market works is, they're not going to drop the interest rates immediately that quickly from 6.8 to 5.8. It doesn't work that way. The reason for that is if you've had a person that closes, let's say 2 weeks ago, well, they closed at 6.875 on the 30-year. Well, the mortgage companies don't want early payoffs. They don't want somebody to make their first payment or, not even make their first payment and go to refinance at another company, or go to look to refinance at another company, because that's called an early payoff, which is super consequential to the bottom line at a mortgage company. So we'll probably see a gradual shift down in mortgage rates where we see, 6.8 goes to 6.4, a 6.4 goes to 6.2, 6.2 goes to 5.9. And once that psychological barrier gets lifted for people and they see the 5.9, not only does it help affordability, but it helps people that are thinking about selling their home, but they're like, oh, I don't want to sell my home. I'm at a better rate and I don't want to go to 7%. I don't want to go to 6.8. Maybe if they see that 5.9, that 5.8, or even the 15-year go down to the low fives again, we'll see that shift in the real estate market, specifically in our state, Connecticut, but in neighboring states, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, New York, which is our pocket of business. So just wanted to give you that update. We have some positive news, but we're gonna basically, I guess, we're gonna take it with a grain of salt at this point, because this has really been sort of a social media war at this point, and we want to make sure that what we're looking at is fact and not just a bunch of talk. So everyone have a great weekend. Enjoy it. Hopefully the weather cooperates. It hasn't been great up here, but we'll talk to you next week when we see if this memorandum is actually signed off on and we start seeing a shift in the market. Take care.